I am absolutely sure that this next V-shaped rebound on XRP could lead to new all-time highs. Yes, each coin costs between $10 and $20. Here, I'm going to describe why I'm very optimistic right now, and why I think XRP is just getting started over the last few days. A lot of green has been seen. This is simply me telling you that I think there will be a lot more soon. First, I think this because I've seen it happen in the stock market, with gold and with other types of assets besides Bitcoin. The stock market is now up 1.5% for the day, which means it's worth more than $850 billion more than it was before. The S&P 500 is on track to have its best day since May 27th now. That's almost 5 months. Things have been pretty calm, but now the markets are rising again in a way that almost no one saw coming. One more thing, we need to remember what caused the first crash. Well, Trump's news of tariffs was the spark. Basically, the prices of XRP and all other crypto assets dropped to their lowest levels within 45 minutes of Trump announcing the tariffs on China. BTC dropped from 120 to 102. After dropping from 2.7 to 1.20 USD per coin, XRP went back up within 30 minutes. Trump has since changed his mind and said that there was just a misunderstanding between the US and China. He also said that he will not keep these taxes in place because it would be terrible for the Chinese economy. So do what you want with that. Basically, the thing that caused this crash is no longer there. Yes, it was the biggest bankruptcy event that has ever been recorded. We can see that there is still a lot of money in the markets, though. There is going to be a huge amount of new money coming in over the next couple of months. Yes, the Fed is still likely to lower rates twice more, which means that a lot more money will be coming in on top of that. I also want to point out that gold is hitting new all-time highs to show you guys how things stand right now. Just to tell you, when gold prices reach new all-time highs, it's a very clear sign that investors want to buy. They no longer believe in the fake dollar. No matter what kind of dollar it is, US, European, Chinese, or any other, that's what it means. Yes, it usually means that people are putting money into gold when they lose faith in their currency. That means the price of gold has reached a new all-time high. Cryptocurrency acts a lot like gold. It's not too far behind gold. When markets are like this, gold is the best way to tell what's going on. If gold is setting new all-time highs like it did just now at $4,100 an ounce, I have some bad news for you. That means crypto will finally follow suit and hit all-time highs as well. So this is exactly what we need to get ready for. And now I think the chances of a V-shaped recovery are the most interesting thing. This is because when we look at the charts and sort of evaluate the technicals right now, first, I want to say how crazy today is. Take a look at this. There is XRP going on in our Bitstamp right now. Oh, I'm sorry, I just lost a lot of value. One candle is there. The fact that we saw candles this big happen on the day is crazy. In this case, it was 2:29 a.m. At the low point, we fell to $1.58, but we quickly recovered and closed back above $2. After that, we had this other huge candle where we went to $2.80 per coin right away. That was a V on its own, you see. However, as we move the zoom out a bit further, we can see that we are beginning to recover. We are beginning to get better. When we look at the daily chart, which is where V's show up, it looks a lot more like one. As you can see, we had a big reversal and are now beginning to climb again. The V is taking shape. And this is a lot like a lot of other fixes we've had recently. Most obviously, there was a pretty strong V-shaped recovery from July 23rd, 25 to August 7th, 25. It took a little longer for this one to end, but it did get back to those levels in the end. This was also true when Trump announced tariffs and all the other crazy things that were going on in January and February. The recoveries were curved like a V here, here, and here. In many of these cases, we lost a lot of money in one day and then made a lot of money back the next day. Look at this, please. This looks a lot like something we saw very, very recently on February 3rd. These announcements about tariffs went off. From its high point of $2.77 per coin, XRP dropped all the way to $1.76 before ending the day at $2.69. Take a look at that. It was a straight line going down and then back up. After that, we did make some changes, but just a few days later, we were back at these numbers. That being said, I think it's a pretty good bet to enter anywhere below the 277 level, which is pretty much what we're seeing here. I think that would be a great bet if we could get in anywhere below the 180.3 range where we were. We are still at $2.60 right now, and there are still great signs of a comeback. A lot more volume is also coming in. Here you can see that the traffic numbers have been going up a lot. Okay guys, this is a very good sign. So I ask Rock, based on all of these other examples, what are the chances of crypto assets making a V-shaped comeback after this latest crash? For example, what do you think we'll see here? Also, take a look at all of Trump's past tariff situations, which are a lot like this one in April. What I showed you in February was all because of taxes. What does that have to do with this? Well, basically, there's a 50-50 chance of a high V-shaped return and a slow recovery. The chances are between 50 and 60%. When you add those two things together, the current state of the market makes it almost certain that we'll return. Okay, that seems like a very good chance to me. Now that we're at 260, I think there's a nearly 90% chance that we'll get back to even 280 soon. That's amazing to me, even if it takes a couple of weeks. That's fine with me. I mean, I'm going to stock up now that prices are lower. That's what it is, in my opinion. The spot bags I keep for a long time are going to grow a little. So cool. The chance of a long-lasting slowdown is less than 10%. I mean, we look at the market factors I showed you, like gold hitting an all-time high and the stock market having its best single-day gains since May 27th, and it might even go above that. Things seem to be going well. There is still a lot of extra cash in the loop. And yes, it's possible that crypto users need a little more time to trust and believe in each other again. I am not going to say that there is a 0% chance that that will happen. Every time this has happened before, the healing has been pretty quick. That's all I have to say about it. To get back to those amounts, it would take at most a week and a half to 2 weeks. Let's be honest, even that. Will you wait a few weeks to see these kinds of gains? I believe this is a fair method for handling the situation. So this is exactly what we are doing in my Discord group. Our search leads us to these great entries, the best ones that are really on the market. Our spots are being held and we are getting in. For this, or swing trading, which has been going on for a couple of weeks, we're doing both long-term and short-term trade. And I really want you all to be able to see this. Also, I want to let you know that everyone in my town who had to deal with the crazy exchange situation is now getting their money back. Now, if you want to be a part of a group that really cares about you and always has your best interests at heart, then read on. To be clear, that's exactly what I do in my group as the Crypto Crusader.